Hi everyone, my name is Wong Manyi, metric number 280885. Now I would like to start our presentation with the introduction and objectives. The assessment will focus on Encik Zakaria's zakat and tax planning. It will involve calculating the amount of zakat that Encik Zakaria owes based on his assets and income, as well as identifying ways to legally reduce his tax liability. The objective of the assignment is to help Encik Zakaria calculate the amount of zakat that they owe based on Islamic rules and ensure that it is paid correctly. The aim is to fulfill the religious obligation of zakat and ensure that it is distributed to those in need. The second objective is to help Encik Zakaria manage their finances in a way that minimizes their tax liability. The aim is to legally reduce the amount of taxes owed to the government while remaining compliant with the tax laws and regulations. Next, we're moving to the topic explanation. Firstly, zakat is a religious obligation for Muslims who meet certain criteria to donate a portion of their wealth to those in need. While tax, it is a mandatory financial charge imposed by the government on individuals, businesses, and other entities to fund public services and infrastructure. Next, zakat planning is a process of managing one's assets in a way that optimizes the payment of zakat, which is a mandatory charitable contribution for Muslims. Next is the last one is tax planning. Tax planning is a process of managing one's financial affairs in a way that minimizes their tax liability.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and I am Senior SAHIRA binti Muhammad Amin, and I will present about the background of the individual and financial statement. So, my respondent is Muhammad Zakaria binti Abdul and his wife, Norasma. Zakaria is 38 years old and working as a clerk at Kuala Lumpur, and his wife also working as a clerk in Kuala Lumpur, and they have a son and a daughter which is 10 years old and 2 years old. And Zakaria's family is parents are still alive, and Norasma parents are already passed. Next is Encik Zakaria financial statement and additional financial information. And first of all, Zakaria is a clerk at PTPTN with a salary of 5,500 per month with a yearly bonus of 4 month salary, and 12% of his salary is for EPF. And right now he's a subscribed takaful plan for his family with a monthly contribution of 550. Zakaria is residing in apartment type house that he bought 5 years ago using home financing, and now he pays a monthly installment of 750 ringgit. And he also has a car which is a Proton Saga that he purchased using hire purchase, and now he still pay for a monthly installment of 540. And Zakaria has only saving in his Tabung Haji account for 40,000, and Norasma work as a clerk at a private company with a basic salary of 2,600 per month with a yearly bonus of 3 month salary, and also 12% of her salary is for EPF. And all house and car financing are covered by Encik Zakaria, and Encik Zakaria also send and take his wife to the office, and all their household expenses are divided. And based on the financial statement above, we can see that the cash flow statement of Encik Zakaria and and Puan Nurasma, we can see that the total inflow of the statement is that 8,800 for Encik Zakaria and 39,000 for Encik Asma. And then we can see the outflow of groceries, utilities, takaful, telephone bills, dining out, clothing, children education, children needs, personal expenses, vacation, miscellaneous, car takaful, rent rock tax, car maintenance, petrol, parents allowance, car financing, home financing, and newspapers subscription. And the total outflow for the Encik Zakaria is 68,900, and the total outflow for Puan Rasma is 16,040. And we can see that the total surplus for the Encik Zakaria is 19,100, and the total surplus for for Puan Rasma is 22,960. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to the previous presenter. Good day everyone. My name is MARYAM SOFIA binti MIOR SHAHRIMAN and my metric number is 281270. Okay, now we will calculate zakat and tax planning after my group has introduced what is zakat and tax planning, what is the background of respondent. So for zakat, to get zakat income, we have first calculate the income total and expenses total. For income total, we have accumulated 88,000 for Encik Zakaria and 39,000 for Puan Rasma. This amount is based on salary and bonus per year. For total expenses, we got 25,260 for Encik Zakaria and 5,000 for Puan Rasma. We have included personal allowance, wife, children, APF deduction and parents. We do not include saving on tabung haji because later on we will calculate the amount of zakat on saving. We refer to few websites such as Hong Leong Bank Zakat Calculator to know what is the limit for each deduction. For zakat income, we get 62,740 for Encik Zakaria and 34,000 for Puan Rasma. And then to know the compulsory zakat payment, we time this amount with 2.5%. So we get Encik Zakaria is 1,568 ringgit and 50,000, and for Puan Rasma is 850. Like I mentioned before, we have to calculate the zakat on tabung haji and we shall minus it with the compulsory zakat payment, since we do not include saving on tabung haji in the expenses side. For zakat tabung haji, we get 1,000 for Encik Zakaria, and for Puan Rasma there's none because there's no saving in tabung haji. So after we minus compulsory zakat payment with tabung haji zakat, we get Encik Zakaria has to pay 568 ringgit and 50 sen for zakat per year. For Puan Rasma is 850. Alright, so now we're going to do calculation for tax planning. We assess tax based on three sides, which is Encik Zakaria, Puan Rasma and joint assessment. To get the chargeable income, first we have to know what is the total income and what is the total expenses. For total income, we calculate based on salary and bonus per year. So we get 88,000 for Encik Zakaria, 39,000 for Puan Rasma and 127,000 for joint assessment. For deduction, we include personal, wife, children, medical expenses, lifestyle and APF takaful. The limit we based on what has been provided by LHDN. So we get the total deduction for Encik Zakaria is 22,850, for Puan Rasma is 9,290, and for joint assessment we get 26,850. For chargeable income, we minus income minus deduction, we get 65,150 for Encik Zakaria, 29,710 for Puan Rasma and 100,150 ringgit for joint assessment. For tax, the rate tax we get for Encik Zakaria is based on the first 50,000, for Puan Rasma is based on the first 20,000, and for joint assessment is based on the first 100,000. So we get the tax, the rate of tax we get 14% for Encik Zakaria, 3% for Puan Rasma and 24% for joint assessment, in which we get the total for tax is 3,921 for Encik Zakaria, 441.330 sen for Puan Rasma and 10936 for joint assessment. And then we minus zakat and individual rebate. Individual rebate only Puan Rasma has or get the individual rebate, in which we minus Puan Rasma total tax with 400, and also for Encik Zakaria and joint assessment we minus the amount calculated previously with zakat paid, which is 568 ringgit 50 sen and 1,418 ringgit 50 sen for joint assessment. So we get the tax payable for Encik Zakaria is 3,352 ringgit and 50 sen, and for joint assessment we get 9,517 ringgit and 50 sen. For Puan Rasma, since the zakat paid is much higher than the tax, usually this will be based on what NHDN will inform later. But Puan Rasma still have to declare her income and have to declare what the amount of zakat that she has paid. So that is all for tax planning and zakat calculation.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am NADIA, NATASYA RUZELAN, meeting number 28045, to present about the suggestion and recommendations. So Zakaria and his wife prepared less July spread assessment, then there would be chain assessment based on the zakat and tax computation mentioned above. Husband and wife are both regarded as different taxpayers and disparate assessments. So according to disparate assessments, each of them is qualified to get reimbursement for all of their out-of-pocket expenses. Chain assessment places an RM2,500 maximum on the evaluated party's claim. The Zakat is required to pay RM3,352.50 in taxes after adopting a separate assessment, but his wife is exempt because she was given a rebate and paid more Zakat in advance. If Zakaria chooses joint assessment for both him and his wife, so he will be obligated to pay RM9,570.50. Zakaria should therefore choose the spread assessment in tax planning in order to gain from paying less than anyone else. Second, it is also advised to on-time filing and payment of the tax. A competent taxpayer is one who consistently files and pays their income taxes on time and maintains the proper records. So we also advise Zakaria to take advantage of all allowable tax deductions. Tax deductions reduce his taxable income. Subtract all of the deductions from taxable income to determine his total taxable income for the year. More taxes will be saved if he takes advantage of all available tax deductions. Last but not least, Zakaria might seek the advice of a tax expert to make very sensible tax planning options. Utilizing a tax advisor or accountant will often not only save you a bunch of time, but also enhance your tax refund or net payment. So in light of this, choosing the higher qualified tax expert does not seem like a difficult decision when you take into account the hardship of investing some time and a relatively small number of money. The analysis concentrates on each Zakaria's zakat and tax preparation based on the financial data presented. So each Zakaria's zakat obligation will be determined based on his asset and income, and possible legal strategies to lower his tax burden will also be considered. Zakat and tax planning is needed because it gives you the power to manage your money more effectively, keep more of the money you have worked so hard for, and use it to achieve both your short-term and long-term objectives. To put it simply, tax planning permits you to maximize your resources.